Hello drone lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is KM. Well, you can see this is my Tyro. I call this Tyro5HD because I have the Caddx Vista inside here. And well, it's great because I can fly the Tyro digitally now. With the iFlight Succex-D Mini, it really allows this drone, this quad to fly real great. But the only thing is with the Caddx Vista, I can't record the sound. And you know, the sound is so important. You can hear the acceleration of the throttle. You can hear when you cut the throttle and so forth. But without the sound and only the video, it's nice to look at, but it's not very good at looking back at the video and learning from your flights. So, as you know that for the Caddx Vista there's no SD card, so I have to record the video using the goggles. So the goggles itself cannot record audio. I mean the DJI goggles. So this project now will be to install the FPV Air Unit of the DJI into the Tyro. So that is quite challenging because of the space constraint. But at least I did a basic measurement of to compare if I have enough space on the Tyro, and I have quite a high confidence that I'm able to fit it in here. So you can see the gap here in the Tyro is just nice to allow me to fit the camera, the DJI Air Unit in. Okay, this gap here, it will be just nice for me to fit the DJI Air Unit. And especially good is the DJI Air Unit has this protrusion here, which allows the DJI Air Unit module to sit inside without coming out. The only thing I may need to change is the screws. I have a long M2 screw that goes all the way into the Caddx Vista, whereas for the DJI Air Unit there's no holes. So I have to get a shorter screw so that the DJI unit is able to sit where the Caddx Vista is right now. Well, without further ado, I will start the assembly work, and I'll show it to you once it is almost done. Okay, the next step, you just get the DJI cable and you pull out two of these cables out because you're not using the controller. We're not using the DJI controller, but we are using the Tyrannis and our own receiver, which is the Air Sky. So from the supply pin, which is the red one, you just pull out pin number 5 and 6, which is the last two. So these two, we remove it from the connector, and we don't need to use it. And we have this cable which we plug on the left to the DJI unit, and on the right side we plug it into the flight controller. And this flight controller has already got the jack, so all you need to do is just plug this into the jack. Well, as you can see, it's not easy to actually fit the DJI Air Unit in. The whole place is very restricted. I have a stack for the iFlight 20x20 at the bottom, and the top one, in order to fit the DJI in, I have to file off this side of the carbon so that it is in line with the bottom. Then only you are able to put in the DJI Air Unit. On top of that, the camera cannot be mounted inside. I have to move it out slightly. That's why you can see it's protruding out a bit. So that maybe will have less protection on the camera during a crash. And also the reason that I have to put the antenna up front is because there is no way I can put it in the back because of the wires that is coming out from the Air Unit to the camera, and they are too close. So at least now inside the camera, the wires that's coming up from the camera itself is not touching the wires that are coming out from the DJI Air Unit. I'm talking from the camera point of view. Because the two antennas has the connector at the sides, so the middle is empty. And of course I moved the GPS from the front to the back since I already found the antenna at the front. So I think it's okay to mount the antenna at front. We still have diversity, and of course not that bad. And for GPS as well, it is good to mount it at the back as well, because it is the highest. It can be at a higher point, facing the sky when it is flying. Okay, so and of the weight of the whole quad with with my favorite battery 4S Funfly 1550 mAh 100C. Let's give it a weigh. Okay, let's see. 584 grams, which is a good weight for a freestyle quad. Not for a racing quad, but for a freestyle quad, I think it's good. It gives the speed. Okay, the speed okay. The camera angle is about 30 degrees. You can see. This gives me a lot of speed as well, and also it helps to minimize the props in view. There's still some props in view, as you can see from the video that's coming after this. So, but it's not too bad. Well, stay on if you'd like to watch the video and also hear the sound. I will put this as a raw video so that you can hear the sound from the DJI unit. again, once again, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and do click on the notification bell to receive notification of any of my latest videos. Okay, so have a nice day and see you again. Bye.